Go ahead, Vicki.
All righty. Who I'm trying to look and see. Oh, we got 14 people on here. Let's see. I'm gonna write these down because I can't go back and forth. Amy, Maria, Ellis, Nancy. I'm ready now. Again.
All right, go ahead.
Are you recording it?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, y'all. We had the best time this weekend, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over the high points of what everybody, I don't know what that is, but I don't want to look at it. The high points of what everybody was thought was the high points, or not just the high points, what spoke to them or whatever. And everybody do just a couple of minutes, and so we can keep this flowing and everything. But I'm going to start off with Calla because she always touches my heart. She just warms my soul with everything she says, I think. I mean, it's just crazy. But she talked about the journey of gratitude, belief, and courage. And gratitude alone, I know we should all be so thankful for what we have. We have a company that will do just about anything for us. We have products that service us, and we have people surrounded by people. This weekend was just unbelievable, with new friendships being formed and old ones being rekindled, and us. And there, we talked about this while we were there. The bonding that you get by being there, by being in the same room with 5 people and 4 people. I mean, it's just experiences, it's fun, and it's so much more than going and sitting in classes and learning. It's learning about each other, it's trusting each other, it's why you do team building programs and things that they do at these big corporations and everything. It is just something you cannot touch. You cannot explain it. You just have to feel it and experience it. And so she was talking about being thankful and being appreciative for what we have. And our customers, I know I still have customers from like the very beginning. Nancy was my second distributor to ever enroll, and she's got 2 weeks, maximum of 2 weeks less than I do. And so just appreciating her for sticking with me and us going through this journey together. I appreciate her more today than I did then, because she has stuck by me. She stuck through this with us, and we have so much fun. And like I said, the bonding there, and the new people coming in, I mean, you're going to love on them just as much, because you're building. And that's what Calla was talking about too. She said, prepare for the impact. She said, we aren't selling things, and that's what we have to get out of our mind. We are not selling anything, but we are building people. And when we change our perspective on what we're doing, we are changing lives, but we're changing it in so many different ways. There's nothing that we can't help people with. Everybody we see and touch, we can help in some size, shape, or form. And let's see, and she was saying anytime that we have downtime or we're not doing something, to fill our minds with all the positive messages, listening to podcasts, anything positive, especially in this negative world we have right now. It's just, we hear all of that stuff. We need to hear all of this stuff. So, keep filling your funnel with all that kind of stuff as well. And she said, change the environment everywhere we go. And that's what we need to know in our hearts that we're doing, because that is what we're doing. And when we start looking at it that way, it's going to be easier to talk to Joe and Sam and Cindy and Kay, all those people out there that we come in contact with. We're going to know that we're changing. We have the opportunity to change something. They have to accept it, but we're there to give it. So that's what I got out of Calla. That's what, I mean, I love to hear her. So Bria, you want to go next? And remember, Melissa said two-ish minutes each. Did I go over? Did I just break my first rule?
Yeah, you went over.
Hey, Bria, you get 3 minutes. Did I really? Oh, well.
It doesn't matter. It
Is
was
Bria
good. Bria's
okay?
muted.
Bria, there.
So yeah, she's muted though.
You're muted. Do I have to unmute her? Oh, I'm trying. Who's it?
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. My phone screen was weird, and all I saw was all these filters. I don't know what happened. Have no clue. Can y'all hear me though now? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I have Maddie and Madison. So basically their whole theme was it's time to go back to the future. So as you know them, they're young, 30s, and they are they do a lot of social media presence. They have Amazon storefronts and things like that. They use a lot of Instagram. They do reels and all the things that young people do. But her point was, even though she's going to continue with what she feels like she's good at, the social media presence and reaching people that way, she also wants to caution everybody that not to lose that connection with people. Kind of playing off of what Kala said was, it's the connection and the building of people that is what builds your business. So she's going to use, and she played off of what Rudy said as well, going back to the basics, making a physical list, whether it's electronic or in a book or whatever, but going back to, you know what, I've never talked to that person that's in my phone about the opportunity or the products. So using the future stuff, but also embracing the old and what we used to do when we first started building Xyngfest and going back to those basics. One thing that Madison really touched on was vision. That, and also Maddie did too, but I took notes, but I didn't say who said what, so I apologize for that. But people lack depth perception. And if you know what depth perception is, it's like seeing how far away the car is in front of you. Like you're following behind a car. How far away is the car? Well, sometimes it's closer than you think it is, depending on the speed you're going, right? So people lack depth perception. Your next rank, your next goal being met is not as far away as you think it is a lot of times. That you're going along and if you're using a car as an analogy, you're going along and you think, well, there's nothing up there. And then all of a sudden you're there. Have you ever done that on the interstate? You're like, oh my goodness, my exit's like an hour away. And then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, I almost missed my exit. It's not as far away as you think. And to be aware of that, to keep pushing, to keep setting goals. And then before you know it, you'll be at that front goal and then you can move on to your next goal. We are ready for more. Maddie is very motivational. It's like a chip off the old block, right? She's like her mama. We've just scratched the surface. Xyngfest is not even an old company. It's, if you ask 10 people if you ask 10 people in Memphis who Xyngfest is, probably 9 of them aren't going to know. I mean, we have such room for growth. We need to do things differently. So that's kind of where she was like, do the new, get out of your comfort zone. She's like, I don't care if you're 80, you can do a reel. I don't care if you're 20, you can make a list. Like it was like kind of combining all the things that we all do, and some people do better than others, but doing new things. So with growth comes discomfort, and you're going to get real uncomfortable when you're doing stuff that you're not sure about and that you don't think you're good at or whatever. But that's where the growth comes from, is in that discomfort. And then goal is creating something more, what people want to be involved in. What does your social media look like? Or what do you look like? And what is your aura when you walk into a room? What vibe are you giving off? I'm going to tell you one thing. I probably wouldn't put off a great vibe at the Volvo dealership at first, but I got myself together. No, I'm serious. I was very upset. But do you think anybody would ask what I'm doing and how I lost weight and why I'm in a good mood? And I walked around, if I hadn't gotten myself together and gotten my vibe together, people want to be involved in something bigger, and you need to show them that what you have is bigger. Oh, this is a couple more things, I'm done. If you allow this opportunity to work through you, you're not going to stay in that place that you're in very long. You're going to move forward, but you have to get out of your own head and kind of allow yourself. And one thing that resonated with me that Madison said was 2022 and 2023 was an investing in me year. So she said, I got myself together, and I was like, girl, me too. You know, she started using the products like she was supposed to, like they're designed to do. She started eating healthy. She started getting herself exercising. Now, was she a big girl? No, but she's lost about 30 pounds and she looked fire. I mean, so you don't think that attracts people? She feels good. She's confident. And she also got a business coach. But y'all, we don't need a business coach. We just need to get to work at this point. Some point you might want to do some business development and you need to do some self-development, but we just need to work. And I had some more stuff, but I'm way over my time. So
Vicky, you're muted. That was so good, Bria.
thanks. I'm trying to mute
I'm pulling
myself.
in the driveway, so. Are you unmuted, Vicky? I don't know why she's muted. Hmm. Can you
Okay.
unmute, Vicky? There we go.
It left that time. Let me see if
There
I
you
can
go.
go back. I wanted to add one more thing real quick where we were talking about change the environment everywhere you go. Me, Nancy, and Bambi went to the party, the after party the other night, and then we went to watch Georgia play and finish out. And we were sitting there, and there was a room half full probably of people it was a big open area with big screen TVs. There was a bar over on the far side, Starbucks, all kinds of stuff in there. Just a huge room. We were sitting there, and then some singular people were coming on. I said, let's welcome them or something like that. Anyway, so they walked in. I can't even remember who it was. And we start, yay, and screaming and clapping for them when they walked in. And it just shocks people. And then they would curtsy or wave or do something fun, you know. And then we had so many different reactions from everything, but no matter what their face looked like when they came in, they put a smile on their face and it stayed there and they didn't leave the room. So people just kept coming in. We did it to everybody that walked in the door, whether we knew them or whether we didn't, and just yelled and clapped. And it was just, I still hoarse from it. I can't even, just such a scratchy voice. But it was so much fun, y'all, and they stayed with us. We got high fives. We got all kind of stuff. And then we ended up it was just, I can't even describe the fun. Maybe if they talk about it, they can even better. But we walked out to leave, and anyway, we walked out to leave, and we stood there and we thought, well, hey, let's go back in and see what happened. We went back in, everybody was yelling and cheering for us, but it was the bartenders. It was people we didn't know. It was singular people, and it was just so much fun. But we changed. I said we started a movement. It changed the whole atmosphere in that room, and it was just so much fun. So it's nothing that costs money. It's just something exciting, and that just came out of nowhere. But it just escalated to even more. So anyway, that's all I got now. So Bambi, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next to get this out of the way before I get sick, nauseous, throw up, all the things.
You got this.
She is right. We had the best flipping time. It was the funniest thing. And we did this for 2 hours straight, y'all. 2 hours. We cheered on every single person. It didn't matter who it was that come in the room. It was the best night. Like it really was. But anyway, I have Robin Packard and Lacey Friend. They're both ambassadors, if for those that don't know, and they talked about building relationships and strategies for social media, which I really loved. And I'll just go ahead and throw this out there. My handwriting was quick and I wrote it down fast, but anybody that wants a picture of my notes, so you have everything that exactly was said, I will take a picture of them and send them to you. Just let me know because they are legible. It's just quick. So, but anyway, they really talked about your social media and fueling your warm market, but also bringing your cold market and turning it into a warm market, building your audience, and your relationships, finding your tribe on social media. Relationships are what's important. And we're learning that, and we hear that more and more every time you turn around, somebody's talking about building your relationships. But the main thing they talked about was know, like, trust principle, which is it's the most important aspect of social selling. So if people are going to purchase from you, they're going to do it because they know you, they like you, and they trust you. So they gave us a little bit of notes on each section: know you, like you, and trust you, and just things that you can do. A couple of them under know you is just post daily on your Facebook, but not just about Xyngular, not just, you don't want to spew Xyngular all over them, not just about the products, not just about the business, but you want to post things about you, be authentic about yourself. The one thing they did say, find your pillars. You got 4 to 5 pillars. You can go to the Room at the Top Facebook page and type in the search bar and type in the find about the pillars, and it should pull up. There's a training on that y'all can go to in Room at the Top and learn how to figure out what your 4 to 5 pillars are, which will be things that you will use, things that are about you, your daily life. Like I don't have all of mine set, but like of course my family is one thing, Christ is another thing. Things that I'm going to post about, that people are going to see me post about on the daily, so they get to know me, they get to trust me, they get to see my authentic self. And then once you do start posting some of that and they start seeing you and they start trusting you, then they're going to, then you can move your relationship about Xyngular to them once you're talking to them. But anyway, like you, there was a few things about it. Do you post personalized content? Do you share enough info that people can relate to you? So things that they can relate, about you. Me too moments is what they said. So like if I posted something about, my kids and something they did, is there a Me Too moment that somebody else may have? Or a post that I kind of borrowed and I changed the wording slightly today. I posted a question. This is a good thing to do, a question just to get general conversation or people to ask you, give you an answer, just so, you're building up more people that are seeing your posts. And I posted because I saw somebody else had done something very similar. And it was, if you had to marry your spouse, where the first place y'all met, where would it be? And I've had, I don't know how many people, last time I looked, it was like 30 something people that had already commented and said, and I think it's been more since then. But I mean, just something to draw people in to see your post, to bump your post up, because and so more people start seeing you that way. You need to you want to post things like that and post things about you where you get more people checking back in and going, I really like what they're posting. Let me go back and see what they posted today. Things like that. Trust you, build credibility with your audience, provide tips and hacks, useful things, validate material. Like y'all could take a screenshot of your your phone or whatever you're working on, take a picture on your computer of your Zoom, you know, and make a post about this Zoom with you, with your people, and build credibility of what you're doing, and that you do work with some amazing people, and that y'all get together and y'all collaborate and all that kind of thing. Like, you can make a post about the business part with your Zoom and just how things are going that way. Social media, the one thing they really said is it's also okay to post about yourself from a place of gratitude, not attitude. So it's okay to post, you know, about how well you did on something, as long as you're posting from a place of gratitude, you know, don't be cocky about it. Don't be, you know, boastful about it, but in a sense, you know, thank you, Xyngfest, because this is happening. I'm losing weight because of this. So be proud of losing your weight. Or, you know, if you win an award, or you are able to go out and buy a car because of Xyngfest, you know, boast about it because of gratitude, because of, you know, I was able to do this because of this amazing business opportunity, and I'm thankful to God for that, you know, things like that. So I thought that was a smart way to put it. uh there was a good bit more that they said that I really did like, but I know I'm probably getting close to my time, right, Vicky? Yeah. So I want one quick thing is, keep your conversations, you know, flowing, but they also said to understand it takes 9 touches in a convo for a normal customer to purchase. So just keep talking to people. Don't give up. You know, once you build that relationship, then you can move on to a conversation about Xyngfest, you know, that kind of thing. So, but like I said, if anybody has any questions or you want my notes, ask me, send me a message. I'll be glad to take a picture of it and send you my notes. And then if there's something you can't read, I'll clarify to you what it is. I hope that was
Thank
good.
you, Beam. Thank you, Bambi. Y'all would not believe how hard that is for her. She was sitting there next to us the other night when we were talking, and she was
Sure.
just, but she did so much better tonight. So every time she does it, she's just going to get that much better. So good job, girl. Nancy, you want to go next? Next, Fancy Nancy. Is she still on here? I thought I saw her. Is she here? Is she here?
She's trying to unmute.
Okay. I don't know why it's so hard.
Okay. Is it unmuted?
Yay!
Hey,
You're on.
okay, y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna just tell y'all a little bit about Christy and Crystal Nichols. They were talking about Christy was talking about knowing your products. In other words, just she went over the products and the fact that if you're trying to sell a person on Singular, say for instance XR2 or something like that, you know your products whenever you're trying to put it out there or talk to a potential member or whatever, but just make yourself knowledgeable of what we have. And for instance, like if you're talking to somebody about XR2, you know, sometimes you'll say, oh, this is the best thing, it's good for stress, you know, and sleep and stuff like that or whatever. That's pretty boring. You got to really love what you're selling, more or less. And if you can relate something to that product that it's done for you, and what I always tell people is, oh my gosh, you know, I was a hot mess when I started this program. And one product that really helped me a lot was the XR2. And I'm just telling you, I stayed awake all night, every night, many sleepless nights, you know, couldn't sleep, wondering about stuff at the farm, wondering what I'm going to do about this and that. And who knew that these 2 little blue pills would totally change that. I could go to sleep at night, my mind would wind down, and I didn't sit up stress eating during the night and stuff like that. You know, things that have helped you, like Global Blend, like, oh my goodness, this right here is my joints just feel so much better. I have so much energy, you know, it just seems like it helps me overall with my wellness. I just feel so much better, relate your product that you're trying to sell, or I won't say sell, but um, tell people how excited you are about products that have really done something for you. A lot of people can seriously show their excitement, prime and shine, go for it, tell the customers all, everything about that. And then another thing, like Crystal was touching on about, again, social media and stuff and post, she says that, when you post something on Facebook, people will look at it, or they may just scroll past, whatever. But anyway, your stories is where a lot of people click on and look. You'll probably get tons more people that'll read something on your story or see something on your story than just a regular post on Facebook. So utilize your stories constantly. Put something in your story every single day. Something about singular, something about your family, and you can do multiple posts in a 1-day story. Don't overwhelm anybody, but just make it quick and simple. And quick and simple is the best. Another thing, if you're going to post something like, oh my goodness, I lost 9.5 pounds in 8 days, or whatever, put a background with it and make the post shine. Don't rattle on about stuff. Just, put a pretty background, a purple background, and just put in there, like, oh my goodness, we're starting an 8-day, or we're starting a 30-day, whatever challenge, or just something very quick. Would love for you to join us, or something like that, but put a big background with it and make it stand out and make it be bold. People look at those quicker than they'll just look at a post where you've typed something saying, this is something that we're doing. We'd love for you to hop on with us, or whatever. Just make your post stand out, make it quick and simple and stand out. That's something I wasn't doing, but lo and behold, I noticed the other day I put something on there about, how many times do you wash your towel before you, or how many times do you use your bath towel before you wash it? And I got everything from, ooh, only one time, that's nasty, to I use mine 3 or 4 times, stuff like that. I had like 100 responses from that, and it really drove the conversation. But people saw that, it jumped out on the page. If I'd have just typed it in, just as a regular, just a quick little post, just typed it in as a text, I probably would have got a couple of people that noticed it. But that's more or less what she was saying. Make it stand out, and it doesn't have to be big. Make it quick, make it stand out. But people, when they get to making that conversation with you, like Bambi was talking about, um, you're earning their trust. They're trusting you, and engaging in all this conversation. But anyway, and I will say one more thing. Thank y'all for praying for Israel and my sister, and I'm hoping that they're going to get their tails out. They have their apartment there. They had it for a whole month, so they still have a few more weeks if they're still stuck over there. So, and they were able to get out and get a few things today. So anyway, we're hoping that we'll get them back home here soon. So anyway, y'all keep praying for Israel. And I love y'all, and it was fun. And go dogs. Bye.
All right. This next one I'm going to call on is somebody that came out of her shell and went wild for us this weekend. She's smiling big now. She knows who I'm talking about. So, Veronica Wall, take it away. This girl is a blast. Don't let her make you think she's shy. She is not shy.
Hi, everyone. I did have a blast this week, and it was great to share with you, lovely ladies. And I appreciate each and every one of you for pouring into me and supporting me on this trip. I have the honors of telling about our co-founder, what he shared with us, Rudy Rivik. He talked about why network marketing. And he said that right now, this is the average person's best chance for financial independence. And the way that we can help them, he was saying that we're a relationship building business. We are a word of mouth business. We build people, and people build our business. So we have to help people realize their dreams. That's what we do as a network marketing company. And he was saying that we need to start to share the business with people, because the business are changing lives for a better tomorrow. And he gave tips, like steps of things we can do to help build the people, building people's basics. List your goals, list the goals, have them list names in writing, put them down in writing, go through their contacts, write down people that they haven't talked to or shared the business with. He also said that for us to have meetings, attend city meetings, have group meetings, have personal one-on-ones, have three-way calls with the Zooms or chats on messenger chats. So that way we're helping building our team, the people that do join our teams, we're helping develop them and build them. Ask them what they would like to do, how much money they would like to earn. These are prospects we're talking about. I'm sorry. Ask them how much money they would like to earn. Would they like to earn a little money, a lot of money, or they just want to be a customer? So you have to ask the questions, and you have to get them involved and committed to training, follow-ups, and the trainings. The skills that we got this week from this meeting was awesome. Everybody talked about relationships. This is a relationship building. Most of the speakers, that's what they talked about, building relationships. We're a relationship business. And you help your new starts with whether it's an upgrade or start as a partner, help them get their quick start and advance in the ranks from manager, silver manager, and go up like that. The Friday night we had our meeting in Melissa's room, and there was a knock at the door, and I happened to be sitting closest to the door, and so I don't just open the door for anyone. So I got up and I looked out the peephole, and guess who it was? It was Rudy Rivik at Melissa's room. It was amazing. It was so amazing. So I turn around and I tell everybody, it's Rudy. They were like, no, it's not. Stop lying. But I was like, yes, it is. And so me being Veronica, and like, for unexpected guests, you have to clean before they come in. So I was like cleaning and everything. They were like, look, everybody was looking at me like, what is she doing? I was like, it is him. It is Rudy. So I opened the door, and guess who it was? It was Rudy, Mary. I think Mark came with them. And it was amazing for them to come and share with us. And Rudy was asked the question, if there was one thing, ask Melissa, since she was our leader in the room, what if there was one question you can ask Rudy, what would it be? Of course, Melissa asked 3 questions in one. That's Melissa. But so Rudy's advice to us was to talk to people. And immediately after that day, I went out and because I work from home, so I don't really get to talk to people. I mean, other than on the phone or sometimes on Facebook. So I went out and I found somebody and I talked to them in the line at while we were there, and I just started talking to them. So you have to talk to people wherever, in the grocery stores, wherever you are, in line, waiting, just talk to people. Like Bria talked to people at the car dealership. I mean, wherever you are, there are people, there's opportunity. talk to them. I mean, you got to get to know people, get their contacts. And, like, you're not going to talk to them, tell them about Xyngler as soon as you meet them. Of course not. You want to build the relationships and to get their contacts. Let's connect on Facebook. Those are kinds of things that I learned about, because I'm not really good at it. I know how to talk to people, but I haven't been out. And so now I am going to talk to people. And today, yesterday evening, my family went to dinner, and there was two young ladies. They walked past my table, and I heard a part of the conversation. And the late Hope asked Heather, "Hey, how do you know everybody?" So I just heard that. And so when they sat down, they happened to sit at a table by me. And I turned around, I was like, "Hey, do I know you?" And Heather was like, "I don't think so." I was like, "Yeah, I think I met you before." And she was like, "No." And then it was a chance for me an opportunity for me to talk to them. And I asked them their names, and I was like, "No, I don't really know you. I just heard her ask you about how do you know everybody." So, and I was like, I can't believe I did that. And my husband and my son was looking at me like, "Have you lost your mind?" So, so ladies, you really helped me come out my shell this weekend. And my family think I'm crazy now, just talking to complete strangers. But the thing is, I made the connection. I'm practicing what Rudy said. Talk to people. And that's what I'm learning how to do. And it's been a great experience. And I appreciate everyone that was there this week. And if you
Good
missed it,
job.
if you didn't go to Fest, you have to go to Fling. And we are going to Mexico. Everyone on this team, we're going to Mexico.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, we got a new person. I'm just saying. Veronica Mingo. She had a friend with her. Miss Apple traveled with us, and it was quite adventurous. So take it away, Veronica.
Apple had so much fun. And again, like all the previous ladies have said, if you have not been to an event, you are missing out on so much, not just the trainings, but the silliness that we all participate in as a group. It's just so much fun. Okay, so I am doing nurturing customer relationships. I don't recall who it was that gave this presentation, but basically you want to make your customers feel like they are special, like they are number one, and they're the most important thing. You want to build trust with them. You want to be intentional and show that you care about them. Celebrate and cheer them on, not just about Xyngler products, but about life in general. Just make them feel like they're the only person that you're thinking about at that moment. Be a listening ear if something's going on with them. If that something special's going on in their life, celebrate that with them. If they are struggling with Xyngler or the products or losing weight, be a listening ear and help troubleshoot what the issues are. And if you can't help, don't be afraid to reach out to your upline, sideline, anybody. They're willing to help you figure out what's going on with your customers so we can get the best results for them. Because if they're not getting results, they're not going to continue to use the products. They want to get to their goal, and you want to help them do that. Ask them for feedback about you and what they feel like you could do to make the experience better, or what anything that you could do to help them. Ask what you're not giving them and what they need. Continue to ask how they're doing and keep that relationship going, even if they do stop ordering, because you never know when they're going to come back. Just because they stop now doesn't mean that 6 months down the road they're going to come back to you and say, okay, look, I'm ready to do this again. And you want to make sure that that relationship is still there and flourishing. You want to make sure that they know about any specials or promos that we have first, because they've been loyal to you. You want to be loyal to them. You just want to make them feel special, because they're going to continue to reach out to you and purchase products and possibly, hopefully, become a partner with you as well. But again, like I say, it's all in trust and making sure that they trust you and that you have a good relationship with them. So that's my points. And, that's what we continue to do. And also send voice clips. They like to hear your voice, not just a text message or, FaceTime them, or a face-to-face video chat's always great too, because they want to see your face and they want to hear your voice.
Good job. Good job. So we got left, other than Melissa, Kendra. Can you unmute?
I am unmuted.
Your hair
I'm
looks great.
Oh, thanks. I got home from a ladies book club at my church, a small group from my church. So thanks for being patient with me on that. I would like to address the things that are the big points that Dana and Trent Knott made. And also I'd like to tie in something that Tony Darrell said. We call him Tony Darrell. It says Darrell on his book, but he goes by Tony, whatever. The big point, going back to basics, was Dana and Trent. I was immensely impressed with the 7,000 square feet of business space that they have for their myriad of businesses. But when they found this business, they said it made so much sense. It was residual income with no overhead. And they started the basic stuff, going back to the basics, picking up the phone and making a phone call. And they started at the A's, they've gotten through to the D's, and they are, I don't even remember, gold directors, I think. I don't know what, but pretty high up. And it's been within the course of about 8 to 10 weeks. And so they've earned their Founders Club, but they went from the very beginning of their contact list and came down, and they're just in the D's. There's no telling how high they're going to go when they get through all of their people. So I decided to try it. Only I started from the back of the alphabet and went forward. I got through 5 phone calls. I have one, please don't call me, we're not ready for a venture. I've got 2 that have not responded. And then I got a couple of more that said, well, I'm not sure if I have to have another job or what. And I said, you know what? Why don't you just get on this Zoom tonight? You don't have to buy anything. I don't want you to do anything but listen. So I do have some people, or I have had some people often on the Zoom. So I'm kind of excited about that. When I get done with it tonight, I'm going to keep going backwards through the alphabet. The other point that really struck home was something that Tony Reynolds said, and that was, and he is a gold manager. He earned his Founders Club trip in the last, I guess, since May. And he got a couple of really nice awards. He said he made 300 phone calls. 290 of those phone calls that he made were no's. The other 10 were the people that got him to where he is right this minute. So the opportunity is out there. The availability is out there. The key is the consistency and the stick-to-itiveness, if you will, to keep on going. And this time, y'all, it's not hard to stick to it. We have the tools, we have the products, we have the best business with hands down the best comp plan. And I'm ready to go. Amen. Thank you for the opportunity. That fest was a fantastic fest.
Great job, Kendra. Great job. So Edna had wrote on our little thread for Kentucky that she had class, and I told her to send me what she had and we would read it. Bria, did you see any of that? Melissa called me after I texted her on that thread. So I don't know if she sent it or not, but does anybody know? Has anybody seen it?
I haven't seen anything.
Okay.
She had to get right on that Zoom, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was about 20 after, and I said, if you have time, just type it in and one of us will read it. So I'll just turn it over to Melissa, but Bria had one new distributor there with her, and I think she had a blast as well. She looked like she fit right in, and even though she was quiet for a minute, she really wasn't as quiet, I don't think, as she thought she was. But
Vicky,
anyway,
there's a question in the chat for Bria.
Yeah, I'll say that. And I want
Okay.
to kind of talk about really quick, Bria. Sorry. I know this is kind of spur of the moment and kind of you didn't prepare for this, but how did it feel to have a brand new person there? And what do you think she got out of it by being there?
I think having a brand new person there is really cool. It's very interesting because like I have my singular bestie Kendra, who's always with me, and I love spending time with her. We don't live in the same city, so it's nice to spend time with her. Then I needed to make sure Edna had everything she wanted because it was her first, or everything she needed because it was her first event, to make her comfortable. She's definitely more of an introvert. And she was very overwhelmed. But even as an extrovert, the first event I went to, I literally wished I'd had a remote and could turn it all like down. It was just a lot in a good way, but just in a very, and I couldn't tell at first her reaction. I mean, she's communicative, but she was like, this is fun. But on the way home, when we were by ourselves coming from Nashville, she was like, this is fantastic. This is just what I've needed. This is just what I've been looking for. She really did identify with like Monica's personality, because Monica is not very like out there. And she's like, well, I think if Monica can do it, I know I can. And so it was interesting. It was really, it's nice. I want to have a bigger team next time, but just to have new people on our team, I think it's great. Kendra, don't you? Yeah.
Okay, and you've got a question that says, Bria, you've had a very successful last couple of months. What is the most uncomfortable thing you did in order to garner that success?
The most uncomfortable thing I did is have a realistic come to Jesus talk with myself and hold myself accountable. That's the most uncomfortable thing. And it's daily uncomfortable because I don't want to get up early, but I do anyway. I didn't want to talk to those people. I wasn't even in a very good mood, and I was trying to do an assignment in the corner. I didn't really want to talk to anybody today. I was all in my feelings, but you have to do it when it's hard. It's easy to do it when it's easy. It's easy to do it when you're in a good mood and you have a lot of time, right? It's hard to do it when you don't feel like it and you're tired and you have a lot going on. But the most uncomfortable thing that I have done is be brutally honest with myself and what my goals are and what realistically it's going to take for me to do it. It's not going to be me getting on a Zoom once a week and posting a couple pictures of how I love Zing. You know, when I explain Zing to people, I say I would save it if my house was burning. That's how I explain that product. But it's going to take more than that. It's going to take massive action. And whenever I don't feel like doing it, I just keep having that conversation. Honestly, I don't have trouble talking to people. I'm not shy. I don't care what you think about me. But it's the honest conversation with yourself. That's the first thing uncomfortable that I had to do. So
I love it. All right. So thank you guys all for sharing. Thank you for being there. And for those of you who didn't get to come, man, oh man, I cannot wait until Fling, because everybody needs to be there. And it's, you can get the recap stuff, but just like Vicky said, it is not the same as being there. So 2 announcements really quick. Zing Fling is going to be the first weekend in April, I do believe. Tell me if I'm wrong, somebody. Did y'all get the dates for that?
yeah, but I don't remember. Seems like it was 4 through 6 or something like that, but I don't
Yeah.
remember.
It's the 4th through the 6th.
Oklahoma City. So early bird tickets are on sale right now. Make sure you get it. And then the one that we were waiting on that I'm so excited about, the Founders Club 2025 trip is in Playa Majares, in Cancun, Mexico. So it's the Secret Playa Majara Resort. So I want everybody, and it's everybody write this down, Secrets, PLAYAMUJERES Resort. And I want everybody to go look up that resort.
Will you type it in the chat?
Yes. So it's Secrets, Playa, MUJERO. I think it's MUJERES Resort, Cancun, Mexico. So I want everybody to go look up that resort. And I want you to look at your room. I want you to look at the pools. I want you to look at the restaurants. I want you to look at the menus. I want you to decide what you're going to eat at the restaurants. I want you to look at the chair that you're going to sit on at the beach. I want you to see and vision you being there with that special person, whoever that special person is. I want you to see yourself there. And I want you to print out something and put it in your vision board. Whatever, you can do a collage. You can put it in, you can make screenshots and put it in a collage and print out one thing. You can put it as the screensaver, but I want you to go ahead and design your trip. That is going to be January 6th through the 11th, 2025. I want you to take off work. I want you to get your passport. Whatever you need to do, because you're going on that trip. You're going on that trip. You're going to Cancun, Mexico in January of 2025. So whatever you need to do to get that passport, get the time off work, take it off. You need to go ahead and manifest that and say you're going to be there. You need to put it everywhere and you need to speak it into existence. And then you need to do the work in order to get there. So we have the Founders Club group tomorrow night. We have it every other Tuesday. Tomorrow night, Mark Walker, the founder who created this group, will be on with us. So you need to be on that Founders Club Zoom tomorrow night. If you don't have an accountability partner, you need to get an accountability partner, because all the stuff that we learned about growing relationships, if you concentrate on earning Founders Club and getting your rank advancements and getting your quick start bonuses, all of that we learned, if you implement that, it's going to help you earn this trip. Just like Kendra said, if you go through all your contacts, it's going to get you a funnel, fill your funnel in order to earn the trips. What Veronica said, nurture those relationships, nurture those customers, and that's going to help you upgrade them to partners to help you get the quick starts. It's just like Veronica said, going back to Rudy's steps, have the people you sign up, make their goals, find out what their why is. So when it's hard and when they want to quit, you can take them back to that. Gosh, Vicki talking about Kala and her belief, and you've got to find that belief in you. You've got to get out of your own way, and just what everybody talked about. And that was, whoever was talking about the, I think it was nurturing the partners. That was Nicole Ketting. And, knowing your products and being able to talk to people and being comfortable with it and making your post in your stories and getting yourself out there and getting outside your comfort zone and doing the dang things. Lacey and Robin talking about how to grow a business on social media. I mean, it's one of the things that they said that I had written down, and Bambi may have hit on it, but social media is like a reality show. You know, it's like an advertisement on TV. You see it over and over and over and over and over again. You don't see one advertisement and then don't see another one for 3 months and say, you know, and remember that product. We were talking in our room about what is the jingle for Folgers? What is the jingle? We know them because we see them over and over and over again. That's how your social media needs to be to people. They need to see you over and over. They need to know your 4 pillars. They need to know who you are so that they trust you, so that they want to buy from you. And just, I mean, just everything we learned is going to cultivate this business. And by building those relationships, it keeps people in for the long haul so that you can get them to quick start, so that you can get them to their second quick start, so you can get them to manager, so they can help you earn this trip. I mean, every single year I start and I am tunnel visioned to earning that trip. And every single year my business grows. So that's what we've got to focus on. We've just got to keep going. And I've got my own accountability group, and in our accountability group, we're going to earn this trip every quarter. We're going to earn it by December, and then we're going to turn around and earn another 100 points and get another 8 unique accounts by the next quarter. That's our goal. If we fall short, my goodness, I mean, can you see how far ahead of the game we'll still be? Set your goals high. There are no limits on you unless you put them on yourself. This is not easy, but you can do hard things. How many times did we hear that this weekend? You can do hard things if you've got a why big enough. And that's one of the things that you got to peel back those layers. You've got to know why you're doing this. And it's got to be something that is not just, I want to lose weight or I want to make money. That's not going to get you up early. That's not going to keep you up late. It's got to be something that's going to be, it's got to be a big, big, big reason. And when you say, I want to make money, why? Well, because I really want to pay off these credit cards. Why? You know, you just keep going back, and I think Mary Julick's the one that said you peel back that why 7 layers deep, and you really get down to the root of it. And when you really figure out what it is that's driving you to want time freedom, to want financial freedom, that's the things that will get you up early. That's the things that will make you consistent. That's the things that will give you that stickability. That's the things that will give you that tunnel vision, that no matter what excuses are thrown your way, you'll overcome those excuses and do it in spite of the crap. And my favorite statement in the whole world is, if you work now like most people won't, you can live later like people can't. You work now like most people won't. You can live the rest of your life like most people can't. And I am so excited about this team. I'm so excited about what's coming. And just so y'all know, our team is up 3,400 points from last month. It is insane. So, I mean, we are already making waves. This month has already taken off, and we need to keep that momentum and just keep flying through it. We need to talk to more people. If you haven't signed up, if you're not a third of the way to whatever goal you set for yourself, you need to change something tomorrow, and you need to do more. You need to talk to more people. What do, Veronica? Talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. We need to talk to more people. You need to get people on the phone with other people. You need to set up those ATM chats. And that's the greatest thing ever. I'm seeing so many results. I'm getting put in so many of those. And what that is you set up a chat and you put other people in just to share their story with your new customer, or with your prospect, or with your new distributor. And you introduce them and tell these people who who it is that you've got in this chat, and we'll all go in and share our stories. It's fantastic. So, but there's resources, and you don't have to do anything by yourself. So I am excited. I cannot wait. I can't wait to go to Mexico. I can't wait to go to Oklahoma City. I can't wait to see all of my team getting Business Builder Awards. And I'm just going to shout out Bria, because dang girl, her name was on the big board. That was so exciting to me. And I loved everything about that. It was better than me winning any award that I've ever won, just to see her name up there. It was, oh my gosh, it was amazing. But I want all of your names up there. I want all of you on that stage. I want them handing you envelopes of cash. I want that for this team. And if you want it for yourself, all you got to do is decide, believe, and go to freaking work. We can do this. We can be the team that sets the standard. I'm telling you already, just everybody already wants to be on our team just because of how much fun we are. But we start working, we can set the standard and do things that nobody else in this company is doing. We just got to go. And I'm excited. I cannot wait. So anybody got anything?
Yes, Melissa Adams' name was on that board too. Go leader.
I know, but Bria's name was so much more exciting.
It was very, that's not downshadowing her by no means. That was so exciting.
It really was exciting.
Well deserved for both of y'all.
It really was exciting. So, but that just tells you you're in the right place. You guys, you are in the right place. You are on the right team. You are with the right company, and you are loved. You are valued. You are appreciated. You can do hard things. There's nothing you can't accomplish if you just decide and put on your big girl panties and let's go to work. So, anybody else got anything? Y'all did so good. I'm so proud of your recaps. All right, so I'm going to declare Ephesians 3:20 over this team, over each one of you, over each one of your businesses, that God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask. Because we honor him, his blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. You are in the right place at the right time, and I declare a boldness to rise up in each one of you. God is going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek us out, and we're going to rise in the ranks because we give him the honor and glory. I love you guys. Have a great night.